good time to reflect on what you've done and a good time to hope for something better for the future.
You know, you start off New Year's by kissing somebody. How bad could it be, right?
A lot of times in restaurants, you'll just be going up and you don't even know the person next to you, but, you know, yet you're, like, very psyched to just, like, wish them a happy and healthy New Year.
When you're with someone special on New Year's Eve and you go to a place where it's festive.
Biological clocks are a phenomenon that is just recently.
You make New Year's resolutions and stuff, say things that you won't do and you will do for the next year.
Mouse traps. I'm going to blonde.
Everybody bonds and kind of unites.
I really love your entire...
It's an exciting epiphany type of a moment.
People generally have a lot of harmony and goodwill during that time where they might not otherwise.
I think it's the most happiest moment there is.
The first time Harry met Sally, Harry tried to make a good impression.
I'll roll down the window.
The second time Harry met Sally, Harry got all sentimental.
Did you look this good at the University of Chicago?
No.
Did we ever...
No.
The third time Harry met Sally, they became close enough to share intimate secrets.
That's it? A faceless guy rips off your clothes, and that's the sex fantasy you've been having since you were 12. Exactly the same.
Well, sometimes I varied it a little.
Which part?
What I'm wearing.
Billy Crystal is Harry, and Meg Ryan plays Sally in Rob Reiner's romantic comedy, When Harry Met Sally, the story of two ships passing and occasionally colliding in the night.
Yeah, that's funny. It's like, yeah, waiting for the punch.
Rob Reiner, director of the coming-of-age drama Stand By Me and the fairy tale farce The Princess Bride, this time takes us on a hilarious tour of the anxiety-ridden minefield that we call modern romance.
It's an idea that I had about 5 or 6 years ago. I was thrown back into the dating world after going through a divorce and, you know, making a mess of it. And I started thinking about whether or not men and women could be friends, and if they could, would sex ultimately rear its ugly head, and if it did, would it alter the friendship?
No man can be friends with a woman that he finds attractive. He always wants to have sex with her.
So you're saying that a man can be friends with a woman he finds unattractive?
No, you pretty much want to nail him, too. I think he sees women as sort of a service station that, you know, you pull in every so often. and you know, you get, you know, gas and oil, and then you just go on.
And I don't want the ice cream on top. I want it on the side. And I'd like strawberry instead of vanilla if you have it. If not, then no ice cream, just whipped cream, but only if it's real. If it's out of a can, then nothing.
Not even the pie?
She needs all kinds of external controls, you know, that are very superficial because of the chaos that reigns inside of her being.
Would you like to have dinner with me sometime?
Are we becoming friends now?
Well, yeah.
It really is the first time Harry is in love, and I think that's what scares the hell out of him. What is it about this woman over 12 years that he keeps wanting to come back to her?
Really, the story is that these people are wildly in love with each other from the moment they meet. It just takes them 11 years to recognize that fact. So.
The whole film is a dance. The whole film is foreplay. It's all about the people and how they dance around each other in order to hopefully find each other.
And when the dance is over, is there love? Is there happiness? A little romance, even in this cynical day and age?
Are you comfortable?
Sure.
When Harry Met Sally. All this month, only on Showtime.
Do you want something to drink or something?
No, I'm okay.
Poor students Bill and Ted.
We're in danger of flunking most heinously tomorrow.
A fantastic force has sent them back in time.
How's it going, Royal Ugly Dudes?
And now they're history.
Execute them, bogus.
It's a real trip through time. And it's totally...
excellent!
With friends like Socrates, Billy the Kid, George Carlin, and...
Genghis Khan!
in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Saturday on Showtime. Are your kids perfectly normal?
I don't understand what he's doing.
That's what Gil Buckman's shooting for.
And I'm the one in therapy.
But trying to make a kid normal
Why'd you make me play second base?
is beating your head against a wall.
He likes to butt things with his head.
How proud you must be. Steve Martin, Mary Steenburgen, Rick Moranis, and Jason Robards.
You worry too much.
In our exclusive hit, Parenthood. Sunday on Showtime. Some partnerships just seem to end up in the doghouse.
No begging for food, no sniffing of crotches, and you will not drink from my toilet. Oh, no, no, she cannot spend the night! Don't eat the car! Not the car! Are you aware of your drooling problem? Fix him up so I can shoot him!
It's a regular man bites dog story.
What is it?
It's Tom Hanks in Turner and Hooch, Monday on Showtime.
Only one thing?
I just don't think Hollywood has to spend half as much as they're spending on movies. And then I think everyone could have a chance.
This business has very little to do with talent. It has very little to do with so many of the things that we think it has to do with. A lot of it has to do with how the dice are read when it is thrown, and who had breakfast with who on a certain morning, who knows who by the end of the night, who is going to know each other by the next breakfast. The business is a business about connections, about people, about what people feel comfortable with.
I know what I would do. I would will that they would be more sympathetic to intelligent material, done in an intelligent way. But you know, how can you will that? So that's what I would will.
Well, I would certainly not waste money, and I would sort of streamline the thing and make it possible for new and young writers, new directors, new actors and new writers to have some kind of a, you know, like you give them the first chance and line up a whole string of them.
All those critics who ever criticized my films will be publicly flogged.
Hello. I'm Richard Jenni, and I've just completed my second Showtime comedy special, Crazy from the Heat. How many times have you thought it would be fascinating to learn the secrets of planning a comedy special? Neither have I. But as long as you're here, I'll tell you what I did. First, I got a real exciting audience. Next, you need a hot location. You want material for the family. Mom, they told me in school to get a hot breakfast, my mother. Hot breakfast. Swallow some water in the shower. Something for the sports fan. Something for the movie buff. Every X-rated movie should be called what it is. Stuff that never happens to you, ever. People always appreciate grooming tips. $79.95 for this toupee, and you can swim with it on. There's the guy. But the most important thing of all is knowing the precise moment to end the show.
Okay, everybody, that's a wrap.
Once you made your point, you gotta get out of there. Like Felix Unger said on The Odd Couple, never overstay your welcome, or you'll never be welcome to stay over. Because time is money, and money is the root of all evil. So if you want to be good, don't wear a watch. And it's been that way from the beginning. And in the beginning, the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And God said, let there be light. And the light he called day. And the day was the first day. And the night belonged
Richard Jenni 2, Crazy from the Heat, premiering Saturday, January 5th, only on Showtime.
It's time to let our doctors-to-be see what they've gotten themselves into.
To him, studying medicine is a joke.
Why are you here?
I look good in white.
To her, teaching medicine is life and death.
This guy's about to see the face of God. What do you want from me?
I want you to be more than you've ever wanted to be yourself.
For both, there's no room for mistakes.
Quickly, what's he on?
Amphetamines.
Hold the guy's ankles and help me out here.
Matthew Modine, Christine Lottie, Gross Anatomy.
Sunday on Showtime. When Harry Met Sally.
No man can be friends with a woman that he finds attractive. He always wants to have sex with her.
Well, I guess we're not going to be friends then.
Guess not.
When Harry Met Sally.
You look like a normal person, but actually you are the angel of death.
When Harry Met Sally.
We did it.
They did it.
It's a Showtime exclusive you won't see on HBO or Cinemax.
Your basic nightmare.
Billy Crystal. Meg Ryan, When Harry Met Sally. Sunday on Showtime. The following program is brought to you by Showtime, unedited and commercial-free.